Well, I'm planning yet another winter trip, and here's a tentative map I made. I've already made changes to it. One of them is I'm going to omit the Salzburg stop, and another one is I used to take the high-speed train through Switzerland going from Bologna to Stuttgart, but it turns out I think it's because there's still problems with the tunnel, and far cheaper I'll be going back through Munich. Well, a spreadsheet, of course, is a nice way of keeping everything in order, and it also allows me to do an analysis of travel times. We'll see that in a bit. The zeros are reservations I've already made. The X's still to be done because those still are not yet available for the Spanish-French connections. And because it is on a spreadsheet, one was able to create a graph of arrival and departure times, which is a bit helpful. I will be using the Global Pass from Eurail, no longer Rail Europe, and the electronic version, which not only is cheaper but far more convenient than the paper pass. Well, it turns out we got to look at the rates, and I could get this from Eurail. You know what they did? They put cute little graphics that are absolutely meaningless, but I went to the German Bahn.de site, looking at the same information, same prices, and their graphics are far more helpful than these silly little graphics of backpacks, whereas they, of course, in German style, give you a nice picture of days and months. So here's the analysis for pricing. The number of days are in red, and the cost per day is in green, and I'm using a 7-day select pass, which means I will not be using it in Spain for reasons as we will see. Likewise, at the beginning of the journey, I will just do a direct purchase from the airport to Berlin and cheaper from Berlin to Hamburg. Later, I will be doing this optional seat reservation to and from Munich to Bologna. They may charge you an extra €10 house price consistent with Italian fares. Now, the upcoming journey between France and Spain, well, notice it's 50% more expensive if you do book first class. And because you can't do easy reservations with Eurail in Spain, and it's cheaper to use their private carriers, Avlo, Wigo Spain, and Euro, which also goes down to the coast, is probably the cheapest of them all. Now, going back from Barcelona, I'm going to go to Marseille, and again, notice the international portion is 50% more. Then from Marseille, we're going to go to Mannheim, direct trip. Here, the difference in first and second class does not apply. It's a pretty good journey.